Hello, my friends. This is Neferkefri of Magical Musings. Thank you for coming to my channel. In this video today, I'm going to teach you several different ways you can use to shuffle your Tarot, Oracle, or Lenormand card decks. There's no right or wrong way to shuffle. I'll start off by saying that. And there are different methods of shuffling to suit different card sizes, hand sizes. You may have small hands. I have pretty much what I consider to be medium hands. So some card decks vary in size. Some are small, like card playing size. Some, like this one, are the typical tarot size, and some are even larger. The first thing I will say is be careful how you do shuffle your cards. Some decks are thinner than others. This one's pretty good cardstock, pretty sturdy. Many are not. And so you do have to be careful because you don't want to ding your cards, because then they'll always cut at that dinged spot and give you inaccurate readings. Now, the first method of shuffling I'll show you is basically it's hand over hand, and you just take your deck and you grab part of it and just allow some of the cards to drop into your opposite hand next to the part of the deck you're still holding. So basically cutting the deck in half pretty much, and just let them slide down. And this is a good way to mix up and shuffle your cards. I will say, when you're shuffling your cards, should a card happen to fall out, you're concentrating on your question, you know, pay attention to that card, because those that fall out, I call them jumpers, and they will be emphasizing something. There's something that your guides, your angels are trying to tell you, so that card will pop out of the deck. So just set it aside and do your layout for your reading, and then come back to this card and work it into the rest of your reading. So that's basically, you know, simple, hand over hand, nothing to it. Might take a little bit of practice if you're not used to shuffling like this, especially with larger cards, and that's normal. They do take some getting used to. Now, another method you can do is to just spread the cards out in a fan. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be using your aura, the energy field of your own body, to pick your cards. And basically what you do is you concentrate on your question, rub your palms together. You have chakras in the palms of your hands. When you rub them together, you activate those chakras so that your own personal energy is flowing out through your palms now. And then you hold till you take your power hand. That's the hand you write with. For me, I'm a lefty. So I would take my left hand and hold them over the cards until I start to feel a change in the way my hand feels. For me, my hand will start tingling where I'm supposed to be picking up cards from. Other people may feel heat. You may feel cold, a tickling sensation, but there's going to be some sort of physical sensation in the palm of your hand that's going to tell you, okay, the first card comes from this part. And then you just hold your hand over this part where you felt that tingle or that different sensation. Rub your palms together again. Hold your hand over that same area. And then it'll start to tingle or get cold or warm over a specific card. And then you pull that card out. Lay it aside. Rub your palms again. Repeat that same process for every card of the spread that you're using. So that's just another way. It doesn't really involve shuffling, but it involves using the energy of your aura to choose the cards for your reading. And actually, I use that for very important readings, for readings where accuracy is of primary importance. I'm not just looking for guidance. I might be looking for an answer, as in, you know, what should this person do about this specific problem, or how to fix this specific issue, you know, and I'll use that method of pulling cards. Another method, which is very similar to the one I just showed you, is you just take your cards and you spread them out all over the place and you mush them up and turn them around and whatnot. This is especially good if you read inverted or reversed cards. that's when the card appears in the reading upside down. And it takes on a little bit of a different meaning from when it's right side up. Personally, I don't read reversals just because, well, two reasons. Number one, I'm an artist. Art is meant to be looked at right side up. Number two, there's enough negative cards in the deck. If something is to come up that's kind of a shadowy aspect of a situation, it'll show you. You don't need to really learn all the reversed meanings, but you may want to do that. So you just mix your cards around while you're concentrating on the question for your reading, and then you just start picking at random. Okay? So this is another method. And basically these methods are used by people who, because of the larger size of the tarot cards, they cannot rifle shuffle them. And I'm about to show you that. If I can get these back together again, let's see here. Here we go. So this is basically, you know, your casino method of shuffling. You take the deck, you cut it into 2 halves, and then you shuffle them. Now, I shuffle with my thumbs, and most people shuffle with their fingers. So like this. I've never been able to do that. I don't know why. I just use my thumbs. You can use your thumbs like me if you want, or you can, you know, use your fingers. It doesn't matter. But what you're doing is you're getting a really good randomizing shuffle to the cards. You see that? It's almost card for card. And again, may I reiterate, should a card pop out, pay special attention to it, set it aside. Or what you can do also is write it down. Say the Page of Wands pops out. Okay, write down Page of Wands. Then put it back in the deck and continue shuffling. Should it show up in the reading? Wow, it's of major significance. And you may want to pull a clarifier card about it, which is just pulling an extra card from the deck, asking what does this specific card mean? Or what is the importance of this specific card? And that is rifle shuffling. Now, my own method for shuffling a tarot deck, and again, this is for a deck that is of typical tarot dimensions, which is about 2.5 inches by about 3.5 inches or so, is I will rifle shuffle them. And I once read somewhere in a book about poker that in order to completely randomize a deck, it needs to be shuffled 7 times. So I will choose a question, concentrate on it, and I will carefully shuffle the deck 7 times. Again, paying close attention to any cards that may pop out during the process. I'll do that for 7 times. Won't do that here, but you get the idea. Then place the cards face down. And again, I take my power hand. That's the hand you write with. So your dominant hand. For me, it's the left. I place it palm down on the deck. Put my non-dominant hand over it. Concentrate on my question one more time. And then I cut the deck into 3 piles, just randomly, anywhere that the deck will separate. Now you've got your 3 piles of cards. I then take the middle pile, place it on top of the left pile, place these piles on top of the right pile, and then I will do one of 2 things. I'll either draw my cards for the reading right from the top of the deck, or I will draw them randomly, which means I'll do the same thing I did when I cut the deck. I'll take my dominant hand, hold it palm down on the deck, take my non-dominant hand, hold it over the deck. Now this is after I've cut the deck into thirds. I'll concentrate on my question again. And then for however many cards are in the spread, you know, let's say it's just a 3-card spread, I'll just cut the deck and draw the card from the bottom of that cut. Various places in the deck, doesn't matter where. And then that will be my reading, and then I will flip them over. Since I don't read reversals, I will turn them right side up. and that would be my reading. But those are the ways you can shuffle a deck of tarot cards, oracle cards, or Lenormand cards. And I get asked this often by clients and by students, so I thought I would put this little 10-minute video together. I thank you for coming and watching the video. I ask that you share with your friends, and if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel and help get the word out. Thank you so much, and I'm wishing you all a glorious day ahead. This is Nefer Kefri of Magical Musings.